That's right. And it goes back to what we were saying, purpose, not pageantry, particularly
Yeah.
on the wires that were coming in. I mean, you're supposed to have Chinese gamblers that, getting money from Bangladesh and Bangladesh um, infrastructure projects, and they're in the Philippines. Any type of purposeful review, you would think would have caused them to do something other than what they did. And like I said several times, this is now in the courts in New York because that's where the money was originally stolen. There's a lot of dispute over the jurisdiction. What kind of jurisdiction does the New York courts have over people in the Philippines? There's been sort of mixed results. I'm sure that it will continue to be appealed on the jurisdiction issue. But right now, Rizal Bank is still in the action, and we'll just have to keep an eye on what happens to that trial. I think there'll be a whole new group of facts that come out in the trial. I will say that many of the facts that are part of the um, this deck come from this complaint. And, they may be disputed by Rizal Bank, but they're very specific and they appear to be pretty factual. And, they did have the hearings in the Philippines that, I've looked at the articles and whatever. So it seems like, the allegations, um, you know, seem to be, reasonably factually based. That's why you have trials, and so we'll see, what can be proved in the trial and what can't be proved. There is some, just evidence problems of trying to get all of the evidence in under the rules of evidence in New York when you have a lot of witnesses, in the Philippines.
Right. And I'm sure that, there were investigations done on on these PhilRam service and the other ones that you mentioned, how they got approved, being of the status that they were holding. It's all, very interesting.
That's a really good point. There was a huge backlash in the global payments community about the weaknesses in the Philippines AML structure as to both their casino industry and as to MSBs. And the laws ended up changing, but there was some really, really major deficiencies in the AML laws in the Philippines as to casinos and MSBs. And there had been longstanding problems with MSBs in the Philippines way before this. Um,
Right.